I give up on trying to get that to play the way that it's supposed to. It played the way it was supposed to every time I tested it out earlier today, and now for some reason it doesn't want to play. Hello, everybody. Welcome into September 29th, 2025. Can't Start Live with the Zoom homies. The Zoom homies, which are Bill, Greg, Sam, Darren, Chris, and Max, are here. Good evening to you guys. Looks like Greg is
Hello.
eating, so don't bother Greg.
Good evening.
Looks like I have audio. We'll check it on my studio here. Yeah, I have audio. Hopefully your guys' audio is going out. Tony Wallow back in chat. Hello, Tony. Tony's been a member of the golfing round now for 15 months. Thank you, Tony. The only member I have at that level. Thank you so much. He was first tonight. Good job. Greg was second. He was waiting. Kind of lost his fingers to type there. Tony says, "Really? Oh, oh." And Greg said he should have been first. Yeah, I vary when I schedule them. I'm not consistent anymore. Rick Lakes is third tonight. Hello, Rick. Sam is fourth. Jazz J is fifth. John Williams is watching times three. Yeah, only I can do that. I can watch times what, six, five monitors and a TV. LMPH from the Philippines vlog says hello, Sir Ken. Jeff Ryman joins us over on Zoom. Hello, Jeff. Jeff is going with the silent wave tonight.
Number
I don't know
one.
if I don't know if that's echoing or not, so hopefully it's not. Looks good. I can hear you. Yeah, we played around with the audio today. Bill, Brian, and I were on Zoom for probably, I don't know, 5, 6 hours this afternoon, working on various many different things. One of which was my audio from Zoom, and we finally figured some things out as to why things weren't working, and hopefully things will be working. That's the back of my chair. I was like, "What's this above my head?" It's my chair. So
You'll be messed up in a few days.
probably messed up in a few hours, truth be known. I mean, it just seems to come and go when it wants. No, we tweaked a couple settings. And if I share my screen, Greg, with DaVinci, with audio, you will hear the audio now. And we tested that about 4 or 5 different ways as well. Because I couldn't figure out last night how I could hear my audio, but nobody else could hear it. And after looking at the settings, I understand why. I even changed the way I use my DaVinci machine with my capture card. That didn't solve it, so I put it back the way that it was. John said that would make me take a nap too. Yeah, it was fun because I was doing DaVinci, Bill was doing CapCut, Brian was doing Power Director. Um, we were all trying to accomplish the same goal, and we came to the conclusion while CapCut is okay, if you have any editing experience at all, I would not use CapCut. I would stay away from it. I jokingly told Bill that I don't need to download it because I can always log into his machine and practice on there. But we did
Did you
figure.
try to run all of them at the same time on the same machine so it went?
No, I don't even. No, I only have DaVinci on the one machine. I don't have anything else on either machine right now. So, truth be known, I thought about getting CapCut and looking into it, but
Is it a
after,
freebie or a
yeah,
commercial
it's
product?
it's both. It's free and it's got the paid. Now you
Okay.
can't see my sarcasm because I can't get up in this chair high enough. But I do have my sarcasm T-shirt on tonight. It's what I do best. That's what the shirt says. That's not how I feel. Shirt says sarcasm is what I do best. So if you paid attention to the thumbnail, you saw the numbers 365 today. For those of you that haven't figured it out yet, today is my 365th live stream of the year. Now,
I
last I
can't
checked,
count past fingers and
yeah,
toes.
I had that problem before. I was like, doggone it. That's why I have a calendar. I scratch the days off. So I've done a year's worth of live streaming in not quite nine, well, just almost 9 months. I got one more day to go and I will hit 9 months. And can you have my MasterCard number? I'll get back. Yeah, sure. Probably expired 15, 16 years ago, but yeah, I'll give it to you. I'll send that to you in an email, John. That way it's coded and encrypted and nobody can get a hold of it. Um, Now, my original intent was when I hit 365, I was going to take some time off. That was my original intent. Um, Kind of up in the air right now. Long Dog is in chat. He said, I be here. He should change his name to I be here. Hello, Long Dog. Kind of watching the football games. There's two games tonight, which is the weirdest thing I've ever seen ABC do, especially when they start them both at 8:15 p.m. in the night. Usually when there's two games, one of them's on the West Coast, one of them's on the East Coast, and they always start the one on the East Coast at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so that when it's over, the one on the West Coast starts at 8 o'clock, and you just got the transition to football straight through. So I don't know. They ask me when they do the programming. But yeah, accomplishment was made today. I've got my next goal is to get to 500 by the end of the year. I need to average about 1.4765 or close to pi as you can get to do that, and that's probably achievable. I don't think I'll do much over 500. And those are live streams, by the way. That's not live streams, uploads, and shorts. That's 365 live streams. Jeff Ryman, did you guys get any rain the other day? I think it was Sunday. We had rain, and I'm already
There was a little
forgetful.
bit.
The rain made him forget. That's what I'll blame mine on. It rained last month. I forgot.
I mean, it
um,
was noticeable, but not a. One day when I drove out and down the main street near our area, had a couple
John
of
Williams said, "Hello,
intersections of
Greg
water was
Guy."
starting to pile up, but it wasn't too deep to drive through yet.
right. Yeah, we've got a few more days of no rain predicted, and everything's drying out. In fact, it's so dry here right now. Two doors up, they were out watering their lawn with one of those sprinklers that goes back and forth like this. I went out to check the mail. I caught it out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, man, I haven't seen one of those in years. And sure enough, that's what they were doing. And I'm thinking, man, we're almost to October. It's time to let Mother Nature take over and get ready for the winter. Today I went out in the world. Turns out a rainstorm was a little more damaging. I thought there were a lot of dirt piled up on the street. Well, yeah, living out where you live, you get a little bit of rain and you'll get a lot of mud and dirt on the streets. I guess Gatlinburg, Tennessee got hit with a pretty good storm and it washed out a road down there. My sister sent
Hmm.
me a picture of it. I haven't looked into it yet. I mean, it's massively covered with trees and mud and debris and everything else. Ellen is still SW. Thank you, Ellen. I do appreciate your support to the channel. Same as Jazz. I appreciate her channel. The same with everybody. I do appreciate you supporting the channel.
Gatlinburg got what? A big rain? I didn't know that.
That's what my sister said, Chris. I don't know. I mean, it could have happened 6 years ago, for all I know. She just sent me a picture and she said this road is impassable due to the rains, and it said Gatlinburg. So um,
Hmm.
I don't know. I have no
It
idea.
may have, because I remember now they said there was some storms up that way.
Yeah, I haven't been to Gatlinburg in years. Would like to start doing some traveling again.
And Miss Kay went not too long ago. Well, before y'all, you know,
Yeah, we went to Tennessee last year. We went to Chattanooga. I think we went to Gatlinburg the year before. I mean, we've been there. Um,
I've been there, but it's been a long time. It's when we lived there. Sometime in the early 1990s is the last time I've been to Gatlinburg.
that's
Dolly
where
would
that
love it. So,
that's where that boy named Sue he met his dad. He's in Gatlinburg.
are you referring to Johnny Cash?
The boy he's thinking about, a boy named Sue.
How do you do? My name is Sue. Yeah, that was a pretty interesting song. Let's go look at chat real quick. Yeah,
I
that's what
see
happened.
the
Yeah,
Fever and the Aces are going to go to Game 5.
tomorrow night, I believe it is. It's in Vegas, so Vegas will win that. It won't. They will.
Seriously, the Aces called a timeout when they didn't have one left and screwed themselves.
Yeah, they still lost by 7 though. I mean that was a factor in the game, but it's not like it made or break the game. Um,
Well, here they're claiming that was the deal.
well, I don't know. Is there such a
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
I mean, a tech,
Anyway, that was at least listed as a serious contributing factor here.
well, sure, a technical foul, you get a free throw and you get the ball back. So technically, I mean, you can get 3 points out of it. You get 4 points if you
Yeah,
hit the free throw and a 3-pointer. So sure,
right.
it's a big swing. Walter Prado joins us. Hello, Rado. That was a combination of his first and last name code together and didn't make any sense. Hello, Walter. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a couple days. Appreciate you being here. Greetings from Argentina to everyone. Oh, greetings from everyone to Argentina. Everyone being the six of us, which is actually seven, but I excluded myself in that. Six of them and myself. How's that? Yeah, I would give them I would give them a fighting chance if it were in Indiana. If they were playing here locally, I would say the Fever could possibly upset them. Not in Las Vegas. Not going to happen. In fact, I would be surprised if the game's even close.
Yeah,
Uh,
but you know, it ain't over till it's over.
that's what the fat lady said or sang or something. I don't know.
Yep.
I am 1965 class. I'm 1977, so you're a couple years older than I am. 1965. Oh my goodness, it's going back there in some time. It's going back to 77 in some time. Yeah, I plan on watching most of that game. Good, bad, or ugly. I'll watch the game. Uh, we'll see. I was heartbroken yesterday with the Colts game. They had that game won. Had that game won. The guy was, I don't know what he was doing. As he's crossing into the end zone, he loses control of the ball. It fumbles out of bounds, and they lost the game. So, and deservedly so. I thought that was kind of an idiot play to do and or thing to do, and they should be penalized for it. And they were. They lost. They lost. I saw Ghetto was on here earlier. I see he's no longer amongst us. Did he have anything of importance to say?
Ghetto?
Yeah, like when I got up from my nap and he was here, he was ranting and raving about something. I mean, he was really ranting and raving about something. Um,
Oh,
and I
because he
was.
hadn't got Windows 12 yet.
He's got 25H2. What more do you want? And
Did he get?
apparently, go ahead, Chris.
Did he download the 25H2?
Not only did he download it, he installed it. And I will bet you, and I don't know this to be factual or not, but I will bet you while he was at Aunt Mary's last weekend, he put it on Aunt Mary's and his machine up there as well. But I don't know that to be factual. I know at the group home he has 25H2 on it.
Well, it's just a KB file, whatever it is to update it. And there's also an ISO, a new ISO to do a clean install.
Yeah, I've heard it's not that big of a deal. That's from a couple different various sources. I will wait until it gets released naturally and go from there.
It's a
Um,
small,
I've,
it's a
I've
small
I've heard that too. I've heard that
update,
too.
but ISOs is like 7 gigabytes.
So does that kind of imply that maybe there's enough of 25H2 already on the computer that the update will just say, okay, we're ready for you, and
Yeah,
flip the switch, as the saying goes, and ta-da, 25H2 is on your computer? Is that what
yeah.
that
Probably.
implies? Okay,
A
I
lot of
understand it.
the modifications were already in the final release of 24H2, supposedly. I mean, I don't know how that works, but
Walter did his compulsory military service here in Argentina in 1985. Now I'm guessing by compulsory means he didn't have a choice. He had to go into the military, unlike our service where he could volunteer. Well, after the draft was did away with, he could volunteer.
yeah, I know about the draft.
Darn, just missed it. I wouldn't have made any difference. I knew I was going
Well,
in the Army
we were
long
sitting
time.
in the recreation room of the reception of the induction center in Kansas City, Missouri, waiting to board the bus to Fort Leonard Wood. When the president came, this is in September of 1969, when either the president or somebody representing the president came on TV and explained how the draft lottery was going to work. It's
I
when
don't
they said
remember
you drew
that.
numbers out of a hat, so to
Walter
speak.
says it was not voluntary. Yeah, I figured as much when you, by the way you worded that. But I mean, I had made up my mind about my sophomore year in high school. I was going to go into the Army. Then I waited until what 7 years after I got out of high school. I had things to do as a youngster when I got out of high school. But in reality, I wish I would have went in a couple years out of high school. I really do. I wish I'd have went in way sooner than I did. I think
How long were
things
you in altogether? 11?
9 years. I did
Yeah.
9 years.
Well, if you had gone in 2 years out and stayed
Same
till the
amount
same
of time.
year, you'd have been close to having your 20, or not
Yep.
too far from having your
Yep.
20.
That is very true. That is very true. But I mean, it worked out. It's all good.
That doesn't mean everybody should do their 20. I mean,
No,
it's
it's
up to
not
the
for
person.
everybody. I mean, I kind of laughed at people that would get upset when there would be people come in just to do their three and get out. Well, that's their choice. And then they upped it to 4. 9 years. Wow. You're quite welcome, John. Thank you. If
Well,
you didn't show up the army, that's not good, Walter. That's not good at all. Dan, I don't think I would like that.
My
well,
dad, I know he would have served if he could, but he lost his finger
mm,
in a farming accident, and they didn't let him go. Back then, that was something they did.
Charlie Purdy joins us in chat. Hello, Charlie. Better late than never. And I do appreciate you being here.
yeah.
Rick says hi to Charlie.
Well,
You did
even if
watch.
you have an all volunteer outfit, you need a bunch of people that do 3 and 4 years
Sure, sure.
because there's more at the bottom of the pyramid. I mean,
That is true.
if everybody came in and tried to stay 20, promotions would be a lot slower and
I don't know why they.
freaky.
No, John, I did not end up at Leavenworth. I was one of the ones that put people in Leavenworth. So, but fortunately for me, I did not go to Leavenworth either to escort someone there or be put there myself. Don't even want to think about that. Oh my gosh. At the time I started studying engineering and they made me lose a year of study. Yeah, that's sad when that situation happens. So Bill, are you here? I don't think Bill's here. I know he was here a little about 15, 20 minutes
I'm
ago,
here.
right before the show started.
I'm
So,
here.
all right, all right. Let's go ahead and run the outro that may or may not work since the intro didn't work. I really ought to show that. I put a lot of hard work into that intro. I'm kind of frustrated as to why the doggone thing wouldn't work. I don't get why that did not work. Well, it worked earlier today, several times over. Because it's leaving out the part with the Zoom homing in it. That's the most important part of it. My recognition of myself in 365 days is not important at all. When Zoom homing is not playing, that is important. I don't understand why it didn't play earlier, but now it's playing. It works. I mean, when I use the Stream Deck, it didn't work. On the Stream Deck, it doesn't work. When I I go to OBS and manually turn on that scene and play it all the way through. So apparently there's a disconnect between the Stream Deck and OBS and playing that scene. And it didn't kick back over here. So let's go over here. Well, thank everybody for being here. Here comes the outro, and I'll say my little spiel when the outro's done. 3, 2, 1.
Silk and satin and feel the night. Ooh, yeah. Glitter falling, golden light. Shine, shine. Every step a whispered tea. Moving slow like honey bees. Shimmy, shimmy, watch me glow. Take it high and bring it low. Down, down. Velvet shine, I steal the show. Flow, flow.
That's all, folks.
And your
Space.
scroll is getting pretty squished.
Right. Well, I know I got to figure out how to spread the text out, and I'm not sure how to do that. The long dog put some things in about his mashed potatoes from last night, and I think he says he's going to try water instead of milk next time. And Walter had a couple comments. Looney Tunes, great. Yeah, I borrowed that from someone.
If you're making it from real potatoes, a little butter and a little milk.
And garlic. Yeah, garlic. That's your
whatever other seasoning you
want. Yeah. Ghetto Fortnite joins us just as we're ending. Hello, Ghetto. We're getting ready to end. We just ran the outro. Well, thank everyone for being here. If you want to join us on the Zoom panel, kstout00m@gmail.com. Send me an email, ask for the credentials, and I'll be more than happy to give them to you. Oh, don't be doing that. I even took a nap today, and I'm still tired. Hello, Jose. Jose joins us. Again, I was going to add some water and milk's what I use, but I heard a suggestion of milk and water. Personal preference, Long Dog. Personal preference. Whatever you like. Wait, Greg's got something to say. You're muted.
I recommended milk and water.
Oh, okay. That recommendation came from Grumpy himself. I mean, Greg himself. So there you go. Good night, everybody. See you on Zoom.